Well, we know distracted driving is a big problem. To add some context here, car crashes are the leading cause of death for people 15 to 20 years old.
What's heartbreaking is how many of those crashes are absolutely preventable. Our next guest is on a mission to get us all to focus behind the wheel.
Bob Reynolds is the co-director of C.A.R. Good to have you back on the show, Bob.
Nice,
Good to see you.
Nice to see you.
Thank you.
You just renamed him.
Rob, did I say Bob?
That's right.
I call him all kinds of things.
You know
Yeah,
what? Because
you
it's
can call me
Monday.
anything.
If you were here on a Friday, it'd be a well-oiled machine, Rob.
All right.
You know, I like Fridays. But you started this in 2008, right?
Yes.
C.A.R. What led you to that?
Our oldest daughter, we had 5 children. Our oldest daughter was 16, and it was in May of 2007. She was coming home from a movie. She was driving her friend home, and she was going through a green light, and there was a distracted teen coming the other way who was texting through the red light, and she hit Katie's car, and as a result of that crash, she passed away. And at that time, there was nobody talking about the issue of distracted driving, and it was especially impactful because there wasn't drinking involved. She wasn't trying to beat the light. There wasn't something else going on like weather or something like that. It was just a distraction.
And now you speak all over the place to young people. What is your message to them?
Well, the message has relatively stayed the same, which is distracted driving is one of the leading causes of crashes, especially for teens, because they're more susceptible in that they haven't been driving for a long time. Although it is ubiquitous. All drivers have this issue. It's a human condition.
Yeah, what do you think, what kind of difference do you think you're making? I know you talk to teens a lot, but it's not just teens that have this problem of distracted driving.
Exactly. You know, I have a lot of adults that will come up to me, parents, and they'll say, you know, you really do great work with teens. I'm glad you're doing it. And I say, you know what, that's only half the battle. That's why we call it the C.A.R. Alliance. It's an alliance between teens and adults. If the adults aren't setting a good example by not using their phones when they drive, what they're really telling their teens is, hey, don't do it now, but it's okay to do it at some point, and when you get confident like me, you can do it. That's the wrong message. You wouldn't drink and drive and do that. You know, say, hey, just pop a beer whenever you feel like it, when you're ready. That's the wrong message, and it's the same risk rate as drinking and driving.
What are the laws right now in the state of Nebraska, and what would you like to see?
The state of Nebraska, unfortunately, is one of only 2 states that has a secondary enforcement of our distracted driving law. We have an anti-texting law. It's illegal to text in Nebraska while you're driving, for new drivers and for adult drivers. But you can't get pulled over for doing just that.
You'd like to see it be a primary offense.
In states where it is a primary offense and they actually enforce it, it reduces distracted driving immensely. And we could do a lot of good work here if we did that.
Yeah, what can parents do to protect their teens?
Parents get the best thing, well, and it's funny because even as we get older, I think parents have a strong influence on us, whether we believe it or not. Parents are the #1 influence on their kids. So if you show your child that it's not okay to drive distracted, they'll pick up those habits as well. Just like wearing the safety belt every time. Click before you get in. Okay, turn the cell phone off or put it away. Whatever you have to do to stop the distraction.
So it starts before they even get behind the wheel.
Absolutely.
It starts when they're young.
Yeah, absolutely.
You've got an event coming up, and I want to make sure our viewers know all about it. But first, a demonstration that shows. When people say, I can text and drive, I can do it well.
Yeah.
I'm a great multitasker.
Yeah.
What do you want to show us this morning, Rob?
Well, as I said, it's a human condition, and human beings can't stop the distraction from happening when it is. So 2 things that you do every day and you've been doing since you were a child: counting and your ABCs. Turn over your paper here. I want you to write the ABCs, and while you're writing the ABCs, I want you to count backwards, and I'm going to give you a number to start with. I want you to say it out loud. So I want you to count out loud backwards while you're writing your ABCs, and every time I see you pause or stutter or something like that, there's a consequence.
What, are you shoot me with water?
You're going to get a little spray of mist.
I feel like the cat on the deck.
It's misty today, so we're going to bring it into the studio. So count backwards, and you need to be
What
writing.
are we starting with?
Regular
You can't
cadence.
stop writing,
You're starting with the letter C, and you're going to start at the number 103. Start now. Count out loud.
103, 102.
102. 104.
What? Okay. Come
Are
on.
you kidding me?
100, 99.
98.
Wait, where are you at?
97.
I don't see you guys even on the same
This
level.
is impossible.
It is
Wow,
impossible.
this is impossible to do. This is tough. If you're at home, try it. It's tough to do.
And you've been doing these since you were in preschool.
And we're focused only on this one task.
And it's 2 tasks, and you're switching between both.
And your brain can't do it.
It's a human condition.
Yeah.
What
That's
is
tough to
what
do
is
it.
going on with this walk? I know this is so important to your family, Rob. When is it and where is it?
It's at Lake Zorinsky. It's on May 28th, Saturday. Registration starts at 8 a.m. The actual walk and fun run starts at 9. It's the only event in Nebraska that is solely devoted to the issue of distracted driving. Just bring your kids out. It's a great opportunity to start a conversation if you haven't had it already. And it's a big family event, so please help us make this a community event that we really want it to be.
We can see the website now at the bottom right of the screen. It's walkforkatie.org is a website that you can go to. If there's one thing people of all ages can do today to reduce distracted driving crashes, what is it?
Today, take action. You don't need to drive with your cell phone. Turn it off. Try it for a day. Try it for another day. You'll see. I've never driven with my cell phone since this crash happened.
It's a
Don't
cell
need to
phone.
happen.
Yeah.
Thank you, Rob.
Rob, thanks a lot.
Great
my
to
pleasure.
see you. Well, what's coming up?
Yeah, we'll be right back.